Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in.
Stop the car! Around, get your car, final bank.
Left into Julie's Tacos, it looks like. You can see me Brackerville Unions.
Kinney County, Texas. On April 7th, 2023, near 9 a.m., a Texas DPS trooper assigned to Operation Lone Star attempted to stop a gray Toyota sedan on US Highway 90 for a traffic offense. The driver refused to stop, triggering a short pursuit.
Took a right on Spring, headed back towards 90, headed back towards Del Rio.
Hey, they both are to get off and start trucking. Towards Brackerville. I repeat, heading back towards Brackerville. $75 miles an hour. Let me tell you that they have spice of life. Getting close to Spring Hill, it's anything. Turn on shoulder. Stay in the front. Come into the city of Brackerville, past the places.
The pursuit ended when the suspect tried to force through a gate, causing the car to stall. Both the driver and a passenger ran on foot but were quickly caught.
Get
on the ground! On the ground! On the ground! Stop! Get down! Get down! Turn around!
A search uncovered 6 undocumented migrants, 2 concealed in the trunk, along with 2 handguns. The suspects now face federal smuggling charges.
Body, no one outstanding. See you next round.
A routine traffic stop for improper window tint on Arch Street in Little Rock quickly escalated into a felony fleeing incident. When the trooper activated emergency lights and siren, the black Toyota Camry refused to stop, accelerating past the posted speed limit and passing several safe locations where the driver could have pulled over.
She was chasing a male who was in a red Dodge Charger. She decided to tag the David Paul William Victor, and then while she's chasing the male, I tried to call her back. She's not answering.
The pursuit intensified as the driver deliberately maintained high speeds in an attempt to evade law enforcement. While the vehicle was still in motion, the front passenger door suddenly swung open and a passenger jumped out, fleeing the scene on foot, further escalating the danger to everyone on the roadway.
Passenger just jumped in 30s to the vehicle. He's going northbound on that street just passed.
Despite losing a passenger, the driver continued westbound. With public safety at risk, officers executed a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI. The maneuver was carried out successfully, bringing the vehicle to a stop and safely ending the pursuit.
Get out of the car! Get on your face right now! Get on your face! Get on your face right now! Get on the ground! You will get tased.
Alright, sit on my grill. Who's that boy that jumped out? Let's stay quiet.
The intense pursuit began when Arkansas State Police chased a green SUV traveling at speeds exceeding 145 kilometers per hour. Despite repeated orders to stop, the suspect recklessly weaved through traffic, creating extreme danger for other motorists.
3430, I'm getting on the 97. Y'all heading towards
The chase ended when the vehicle lost control and plunged into a roadside ditch at a curve. Officers quickly moved in, drew their weapons, and took the suspect into custody, demonstrating swift and professional action.
On your face! Get on the ground, motherfucker! Get on the ground! You're about to get shot! Get down! Belt on foot, belt on foot. Get down! Let me see your hands! You better let me.
On December 7th, 2021, what should have been a perfect golf day in Indian River County, Florida, unraveled when 61-year-old Jodanne Harvey led police on a dangerous chase through Vero Beach instead of stopping for officers. She sped through intersections, ran red lights, and narrowly avoided crashes. Near the Grand Harbor Golf Course, her escape attempt ended violently when she smashed through the course gate. Harvey was arrested and charged with fleeing, aggravated assault, and DUI after admitting she was high on cocaine. A 2023 plea deal brought 6 months in jail, probation, and a suspended license.
Alright, I don't need any other.
On October 13th, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol troopers were alerted to a stolen white Toyota Prius traveling northbound on I-95 into Palm Beach County and positioned themselves to assist. When troopers engaged, the driver accelerated and attempted to flee at high speed. Multiple pit maneuvers were attempted, with a third successfully disabling the vehicle. Troopers conducted a felony stop and arrested the driver, later identified as Jonathan David McReed, who was charged with fleeing, driving without a license, and grand theft auto. Leighton, Utah. A woman, Amanda Houghton, is suing the city of Leighton after claiming a police officer wrongfully arrested her for DUI and inappropriately groped her during the encounter. The incident occurred on July 25th after Houghton was rear-ended while picking up medication for her son.
Right, man. Stand up, okay? the next best is called the 9-step walk. It's when your car get a walk. Can you put your first down? So I noticed you have sandals on. The pavement's hot. Are you okay doing this with sandals? Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a solid imaginary line in front of you. You gotta let your hands relax at your sides.
Footage shows Houghton repeatedly telling the officer, "Don't touch me," as he insisted on conducting a search and field sobriety test. Her attorney, Robert Sykes, argued that Houghton was shaken from the accident and should not have been subjected to sobriety testing, calling the officer's actions an abuse of authority.
Nope. Alright, stop right here. Go ahead, widen your stance for me, kick your feet up. Do you have anything illegal on you?
No,
okay, I said stay there for a minute.
Stay
there! Okay, I said stay there. Okay, there.
I was trying to make things lighter.
Okay, we're not, alright? And your balance is really poor.
Because I'm in shock, I'm shaking.
You have some other physical characteristics which are indicative.
Houghton expressed disbelief at being tested, saying she felt compelled to just play along to get the ordeal over with. Sykes also criticized the fact that a female officer was not called to perform the pat-down, labeling it a clear misuse of power. Blood tests at the jail and hospital later confirmed Houghton had no drugs or alcohol in her system, yet she still faces DUI charges.
Don't pull away from me again. No, I won't.
The Leighton Police Department maintains that the officer appears to have acted lawfully. Lieutenant Travis Lyman acknowledged the encounter startled Houghton and said the department is reviewing procedures to better inform individuals before searches. Houghton hopes the case prompts policy changes, aiming to restore public trust in law enforcement. Arkansas police have just stopped a white pickup truck that was speeding wildly down Interstate 30, traveling at a terrifying 105 miles per hour.
Region 10-4, headed west.
The suspect recklessly weaved through heavy traffic, creating extreme danger to the public in an attempt to escape.
K5 that returns on a 2016 Toyota pickup line. What's your mile marker?
Over 70.
Determined to stop the suspect, police executed a decisive ramming maneuver, causing the vehicle to lose control and roll over the median. The devastating impact ejected the driver from the cabin, ending the dramatic and dangerous escape.
No.
The suspect was quickly transported to the hospital with serious injuries. The incident ended successfully, ensuring public safety and demonstrating the decisiveness of law enforcement on the highways.
Hey buddy, can you hear me? Hey. Hey.
In Butts County, 39-year-old Lorenzo Bavens, under investigation for drug-related crimes, fled at speeds exceeding 80 miles per hour, carrying 2 pounds of methamphetamine. His reckless driving on the quiet rural roads created a grave danger to the community.
Turn him. Oh, well. There we go.
Sheriff Gary Long acted decisively, taking control of his Dodge Charger 392 and ramming Baven's vehicle at high speed, forcing it to stop. The collision deployed airbags and left both vehicles heavily damaged. Bavens was arrested with the methamphetamine in his possession, an amount large enough to cause severe harm. He now faces serious charges including drug trafficking, assault on a law enforcement officer, and reckless endangerment, with a lengthy prison sentence anticipated. Around 7:03 p.m., a red Pontiac Grand Prix was seen speeding along the shoulder of Interstate 55, bypassing backed-up traffic. An officer moved in to investigate the reckless driving.
Trooper Robert State Police, I stopped you for passing on the shoulder, my man. You got your driver's license? I don't have a license. I was taking her to the hospital. She got the bullet through the wound. There's marijuana in the car? No, there's none. You can, but you do your paper, stick your tongue out. Okay. So where are y'all coming from right now? I was coming from the hotel. From the hotel? Yes, sir. Do you smoke back at the hotel? Yes, sir. Okay.
The unlicensed driver claimed he was rushing someone to the hospital, but gave unclear answers. A strong odor of marijuana heightened suspicion during the stop.
All right, ma'am. Here's what I ask you to do. Go ahead and jump off your telephone because I'm going to talk to you for just a second. Step out for me. Step right back here. All right, listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and place your purse up here. I'm going to tell you your rights, okay? You're not under arrest right now, but I want you to know your rights before I ask you any further questions, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one,
And my sister might have something in there as well.
Hey! Hey! Stop!
Suddenly, the female passenger jumped into the driver's seat and fled, triggering a high-speed pursuit. The chase ended when the car slammed into a box truck, tearing it apart. A revolver was found, and both occupants now face serious charges.
Female jumped in the car on me and took off. We're almost to the bridge. Fortunately, she stopped in traffic. She may have wrecked. She did. She wrecked out. Fortunately, it's probably 1016.
A Houston police officer has stepped down following the release of surveillance footage showing him using excessive force during an arrest at a local train station. The incident occurred on September 14th when officers Jarius Warren and Daniel Reynoso approached Daryl Giles, who appeared to be slumped over on a bench. In the video, Giles stands up after a brief exchange with the officers, only to be struck repeatedly by Officer Warren with a baton. He was arrested on charges of resisting arrest and criminal trespass, but those charges were later dismissed. Giles is expected to recover from his injuries. In the wake of the incident, Officer Warren resigned from the force. Officer Reynoso, who did not intervene, was cleared of wrongdoing but has been ordered to undergo additional training. Metro Police Chief Vera Bumpers has publicly apologized, stating that the department holds zero tolerance for the use of excessive force and is committed to maintaining accountability. North Miami-Dade, Florida. On October 1st, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a white Honda speeding along the shoulder of Interstate 95 near Northwest 151st Street. The driver, identified as 19-year-old Abel Campos of Hialeah, was recklessly weaving through traffic and passing vehicles on the shoulder, showing no regard for public safety. When the trooper activated his lights and siren, Campos ignored all commands to stop and accelerated, triggering a dangerous high-speed chase. The pursuit intensified as Campos entered a construction zone, tearing through dirt and heavy machinery while narrowly avoiding collisions. At one point, he made a sudden U-turn and began driving the wrong way down the interstate, endangering oncoming drivers. Moments later, Campus's white Honda hit several bumps in the construction area, briefly going airborne before a trooper performed a pit maneuver, forcing the vehicle to spin out. Campos exited the car and surrendered without further incident.
Put your fucking hands up! Get on the floor! Who's in there? Who's in there? Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Put your fucking hands up! Get on the floor! Hands up! Hands! Hands on your stomach! Go! Flip over! Stomach! Stomach on the ground! Stomach on the ground! Stomach on the ground!
He was taken into custody and booked into jail on charges of fleeing and eluding law enforcement at high speed and reckless driving with property damage. No injuries were reported.
What do you think is wrong, bro? I didn't want to get caught.
I got my
What?
While patrolling I-530 North around 12:34 a.m., Corporal Ben Ibarra clocked a gray Honda Accord speeding at 90 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone. During the stop, the unbelted driver refused to identify himself and suddenly fled, accelerating onto I-30 West at extreme speeds.
TVI, Scott Hamilton.
The pursuit reached 119 miles per hour as the suspect drove recklessly and attempted brake checks to avoid a TVI. Near Scott Hamilton, a successful TVI ended the chase. Both occupants were arrested and a loaded 9mm handgun was recovered from the vehicle.
Stick him all the way out. Get your fucking head out. Roll out. Get on the fucking ground.
Officer Dakota Bailey's patrol car tore through the night at speeds exceeding 190 kilometers per hour, locked in a relentless pursuit of a black sedan.
Right, 142, I'm coming up on 118. I go, time for TVI, past 118, coming up to elevator, or Congo underpass, speed 120, passing on the inside shoulder. Okay, 90, I'm about to be parallel with y'all, I'll get on for 119. 91 to 90 on 3rd. 7. TVI, Congo South, the Delroy South, TVI. Just getting back in it.
The chase cut through heavy traffic as the suspect weaved dangerously, ignoring all risks while trying to evade the tightening perimeter of Arkansas State Police.
201, passing on the shoulder. Speeds are 115 going under the Alco overpass. State TVI right at Burlington. TVI at Burlington, roll over.
Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move!
The pursuit ended when a well-executed petit maneuver sent the sedan spinning into a concrete median in a burst of smoke. Officers swiftly moved in, overcame the suspect's resistance, and made the arrest, bringing the intense chase to a decisive and controlled end. On April 27, 2023, 66-year-old Jeffrey Roberts drove to his brother's home in North Ogden, Utah.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Came to the gate. We came by to see Mom. She's not here? Where's she at? In Missouri? What's she doing there? Well, she's living with Lorinda's mom, who's taking care of her. Really? Yeah. Well, how long has she been there? About a year. Really?
What appeared to be a routine family visit turned deadly when Roberts rang the doorbell, exchanged a brief conversation with his brother, then suddenly pulled out a handgun and shot him at the front door. After killing his brother, Roberts entered the home and shot his sister-in-law, who survived the attack. As neighbors called 911, Roberts was seen on surveillance footage moving in and out of the house, carrying additional weapons and ammunition. Investigators later determined he also set the home on fire using road flares.
Give it to Julie.
When officers arrived, Roberts opened fire on them from the property. Armed with a handgun, a shotgun, and dozens of loaded magazines, he exchanged gunfire with responding officers before running toward the street while continuing to shoot. Officers returned fire, fatally striking Roberts. No officers were injured, and despite the intense shootout, no neighbors were hit by gunfire.
She's fired! She's fired! She's fired! Shotgun there. I'm gonna pull out.
What could drive a man to travel hundreds of miles and turn a family visit into a tragedy? We may never know exactly what was going through Jeffrey Roberts' mind that night. What do you think led him to target his own brother and family? On April 28, 2022, William Morris Jr. sparked a dangerous chase after refusing to stop for deputies. The pursuit quickly escalated as he swerved past road crews, sped through a school bus stop with children present, and narrowly avoided a patrol vehicle.
Gotta stop here in front of the front door. Open your hand!
After his arrest, deputies found cocaine, a glass pipe, and drug paraphernalia. In February 2023, a jury convicted Morris on most charges, and he was sentenced to 10 years in Georgia State Prison with no probation or parole. On December 19, 2025, Ewing police attempted to stop a stolen white Kia linked to a vehicle theft. Instead of pulling over, the driver fled at high speed, weaving recklessly through traffic as additional officers joined the pursuit.
Right on Pennington, finish the pursuit. Right on Mellon.
Left on the second class track. Next leg, speed 40, failed to the parking lot. Heading back towards Pennington, traffic still light.
That's fine.
Just made a right on the Pennington.
Left on Prospect.
Traffic still light, speed's about 45.
The Kia ignored a red light at the intersection of Prospect Street and Parkway Avenue and slammed into a red Subaru carrying 4 innocent occupants. The violent crash ejected a juvenile passenger, who later died from injuries sustained in the collision. Moments later, the Kia crashed into a traffic signal pole, causing it to collapse onto both the stolen vehicle and a police cruiser.
We got a motor vehicle accident.
The driver of the Kia, the surviving Subaru occupants, and Officer Edward Lester suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Prosecutors are now handling the criminal case involving the juveniles inside the stolen vehicle. This heartbreaking tragedy is a reminder that a stolen car can never be worth an innocent life. Do you think fleeing suspects ever stop to consider that the next vehicle they hit could be carrying their own family? On September 23, 2024, in Crawford County, Arkansas, state troopers confronted 2 Florida drug traffickers transporting large quantities of meth and fentanyl across state lines, setting the stage for a dangerous pursuit. Trooper Derek Neer spotted Derek Scudder speeding on Highway 64. Knowing arrest meant prison, Scudder fled, driving recklessly until vehicle damage slowed him, then abandoning the SUV to run on foot before being caught.
He's still going. We're back east. Careful, he's locking them up on us.
He's in another vehicle, still going, I'm not sure, I think he...
There's a tractor up here, be careful.
We're making a turn to Leighton.
Copy right down.
Meanwhile, accomplice Matthew Bunch led his own chase before crashing on I-40. Officers arrested both men and seized 240 pounds of meth and 2 kilograms of fentanyl, leading to multiple federal charges and $2 million bonds each.
Please! No, 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 no!
2 Georgia police officers are now under investigation following a tragic standoff in which they fatally shot a knife-wielding man. The suspect, 23-year-old Aaron Hong, reportedly pleaded with the officers, urging them to just kill me as tensions escalated on Monday afternoon.
Put the knife down! Put it down! No, no, no! 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 Please don't, sir! Please don't! No! Please don't!
When officers Harrison and Bittinger arrived at the River Club apartments, they found Hong visibly injured and wielding a butcher's knife.
Units here, 1019. Don't do this! Don't do this! Put the knife down! Put the knife down, sir! Please! Put it down! We're getting on Macon Highway now. Please, no, man!
He continued advancing with the knife, lunging toward the officer despite commands. Recognizing the immediate threat, the officer fired, but the suspect only fell briefly before rising again.
Put it on! Shots fired, Central, shots fired! Put him again!
Hey! Put your hands up.
On the morning of August 31st, 2022, police responded to a call about Augustine Flores, 41, threatening employees with a machete. When officers arrived, Flores was sitting in his pickup truck and refused to exit.
Sal del carro. ¿Dónde está el machete? Hey, tenemos que investigar algo. Sal, sal. Sal. No puedo salir. Sí. This guy right here, hey! Vente, dígame the trans.
As officers tried to arrest him, Flores violently resisted and pulled a hooked sword from the vehicle. Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, he stepped out, ready to confront the police.
Suéltalo, suéltalo, suéltalo ya, bájala ya, bájala, bájala ya, bájala.
Officers used a taser and stun gun to subdue Flores, but he charged with the sword. Faced with immediate danger, officers opened fire, fatally wounding him at the scene.
Hey, side! 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 Yeah! Side! 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 Hey, 40 up!
The 26-inch weapon was recovered, and 2 officers were injured during the encounter. This incident raises important questions about the necessity and limits of force in such critical situations. On January 29, 2021, a silver Mazda ran a red light at GA3 and Upper Woolsey Road, then fled when officers attempted a traffic stop, quickly escalating into a pursuit. The driver sped through Henry and Fayette counties, driving the wrong way, passing on double yellow lines, and reaching over 100 miles per hour, repeatedly endangering oncoming traffic and construction workers. The chase ended in Fayetteville after a pay-team maneuver caused a crash involving 2 other vehicles. The driver, Dominique Lamar Haynes, and a passenger were arrested, and suspected marijuana was recovered.